Proverbs 11:2. When pride comes, then comes dishonor, but with the humble there is wisdom. So this is intuitive to the wise, but we get it confused so easily. We start to think about wisdom having something to do with what it looks like to other people. Uh, so there's always this tinge of arrogance, this pride that's always trying to well up in all humans. It's part of being in our flesh and being in this world. But as the Lord shapes us, our hearts change, and the humility that people see in us, it's not some kind of self-deprecation. We're not trying to make it look like we're humble. It's who we are by nature. So if we go to James 3:13, starting there, it says, "Who among you is wise and understanding? Let him show by his good behavior his deeds in the gentleness of wisdom." Now, the same thing we have to get it here. If we are trying to show by our deeds that we're wise, it's foolishness. We have to receive a transformed heart where the love of God is working deep inside of us and transforming every part of us. And that will include giving us the mind of Christ that has true wisdom. If we're outwardly trying to impress upon people that, oh, I'm such a kind person, I always do the right thing, then we're no different than the demons. James 3 goes on to say, "But if you have bitter jealousy and selfish ambition in your heart, do not be arrogant and so lie against the truth." This wisdom is not that which comes down from above, but is earthly, natural, demonic. See, the Greek word for wisdom is Sophia, and just the sound of the word itself expresses the gentle nature that was understood with wisdom. Wisdom can really be summed up in the golden rule of do unto others as you would have them do unto you. And we can see the ceiling of our own wisdom when we're put to the test in trials in our life, where things God puts in our life test us so much that we have to see our self-centeredness. We have to see our desire to have our way instead of God's way. And that he has to just burn those things off in us. He has to destroy it. In fact, in 1 Corinthians 1:18 through 19, it says, "For the word of the cross is foolishness to those who are perishing, but to us who are being saved it is the power of God. For it is written, I will destroy the wisdom of the wise, and the understanding of those who have understanding I will confound." So when we're wise in our own eyes, we can fool ourselves into thinking that we have genuinely transformed hearts and that we are so kind and loving. But when we see the reaction that we get from other people, we start to see that the things that come out of our mouth, they cut deep. Or we can see the things that we choose not to do and how they impact other people. That is God working the mind of Christ into us, teaching us how to think the way God thinks about his whole creation, and especially about other people. So we got to be the kind of people who can easily recognize when we're being humble naturally, because it's the heart that God has given us to always see others above ourselves, to always seek his will. You can do this, and we can all do it, but it all comes down to spending all of our time in the presence of God, knowing that he loves us and he cares so deeply for us that he will transform us into his likeness. I love you. God bless.